In the heart of the enchanted realm of Eldoria, nestled among majestic mountains and ancient forests, two distinct races coexisted, the steadfast dwarves and the graceful elves. For centuries, they had lived in harmony, sharing stories and trade under the watchful gaze of the wise old oakheart, an enormous oak tree said to hold the secrets of the land within its gnarled branches. The dwarves, known as the skilled craftsmen and miners, lived within the heart of the mountains in the grand underground city, Stonehaven. Carved intricately into the stone, Stonehaven was a labyrinthine masterpiece of tunnels, chambers, and glowing crystal formations. At its center stood the magnificent forge, where the dwarves, led by the venerable blacksmith Thrain Ironbeard, crafted legendary weapons and ornate armors that were renowned throughout the land. On the other side of Eldoria, among the ancient trees of the Whispering Woods, the elves dwelled. Their city, Starwood, was a marvel of natural architecture, with ethereal bridges woven from vines and homes crafted from living trees. The elves, led by the wise and noble Lady Seraphina, were adept in the arts of magic and healing, their spells interwoven with the melodies of the forest. However, a shadow fell upon Eldoria as rumors spread of an ancient darkness awakening deep within the mountains. Whispers spoke of a long-forgotten cavern, where malevolent creatures were stirring. Both dwarves and elves sensed the impending danger and convened beneath the ancient oakheart to discuss a solution. Thrain Ironbeard and Lady Seraphina, despite their differences, recognized the need to unite their strengths to face the looming threat. With a heavy heart, they agreed to set aside their prejudices and seek a way to combine the magic of the elves with the craftsmanship of the dwarves. Only together would they have a chance to overcome the rising darkness. In the heart of Stonehaven, the dwarves and elves worked tirelessly side by side. Dwarven ingenuity melded with elven enchantments as weapons were forged with ancient runes of protection, and armors were interwoven with elven threads that glowed with healing magic. Through their collaboration, a bond of understanding and friendship began to form, bridging the gap between their races. The combined army, equipped with their new weapons and armor, journeyed deep into the mountains. Guided by the wisdom of Oakheart, they navigated treacherous terrain, overcame magical barriers, and faced the malevolent creatures that had awakened. The battle was fierce, but the unity between the dwarves and elves proved unbreakable. With each strike of a dwarven hammer and each weave of an elven spell, the darkness was pushed back until it was vanquished. As the sun rose upon a victorious Eldoria, the dwarves and elves stood together amidst the remnants of their battle. The ancient oakheart shimmered with a renewed energy, its leaves rustling with approval. Thrain Ironbeard and Lady Seraphina, once hesitant allies, now clasped hands in mutual respect. Their races had forged a bond stronger than steel and deeper than the most ancient roots. And so, the tale of the dwarves and elves of Eldoria became a legendary saga, passed down through generations. It spoke of the power of unity, the strength of collaboration, and the magic that could be born from the unlikeliest of alliances. And as the winds whispered through the Whispering Woods and echoed within Stonehaven, the legacy of their unity continued to flourish, reminding all that differences could be the source of the greatest strength. The Enchanted Realm of Eldoria Part 2. In the wake of the triumphant victory over the darkness that had threatened Eldoria, the dwarves and elves found themselves drawn together by an unbreakable bond. The once stark division between their races had been replaced with a shared understanding, mutual respect, and a newfound friendship that transcended their differences. Thrain Ironbeard and Lady Seraphina, as leaders of their respective communities, continued to foster this unity. They organized joint celebrations, where the dwarves' hearty laughter mingled with the elves' melodic songs, and the exquisite craftsmanship of the dwarves met the enchanting magic of the elves in breathtaking displays. Trade between Stonehaven and Starwood flourished as well. Dwarven miners provided precious gemstones and minerals to the elves for their intricate enchantments, while the elves offered rare herbs and magical artifacts that enhanced the dwarves' craftsmanship. The markets that sprung up on the borders of their lands became bustling hubs of exchange, bustling with both dwarves and elves working side by side. As the seasons changed, the dwarves and elves found themselves collaborating on various projects that showcased their combined skills. They built towering bridges that spanned wide chasms, connecting their lands in ways never before imagined. These bridges became symbols of their unity, standing as a testament to the power of coming together for a common purpose. But it wasn't just the physical realms that flourished. In the heart of Eldoria, they established a Council of Unity, a group comprised of both dwarves and elves, to ensure that their alliance remained strong and their voices were heard. The council met beneath the ancient oak hut, its branches woven with elven vines and adorned with dwarven lanterns, a true embodiment of their collaboration. With the passage of time, the lands of the dwarves and elves became intertwined, so much so that it was often difficult to discern where one realm ended and the other began. The once distinct cultures blended, creating a rich tapestry of traditions, arts, and values. Dwarves learned the art of elven meditation, while elves marveled at the dwarves' ability to forge beauty from the raw earth. Generations of children grew up hearing tales of the unity forged by their ancestors. These stories taught them that strength lay not just in one's individual abilities, but in the willingness to stand shoulder to shoulder with those who might be different. The legacy of Thrain Ironbeard and Lady Seraphina lived on in every bridge, every enchantment, and every alliance between their peoples. And Eldoria thrived as a beacon of harmony, an example to all realms that differences need not divide, but rather, they could be the foundation upon which greatness was built. As the winds continued to whisper through the whispering woods and the forges of Stonehaven roared with life, the dwarves and elves of Eldoria stood united, a living testament to the enduring power of unity and collaboration.